In every pocket of Salt Lake City, construction can be found. New buildings and upgrades to the old. But just as easily as you find these, you can also find these.
It's just a complete dilapidated mess with garbage all over the place.
This boarded up building is on Paramount Street. Robert Danielson has seen all sorts of items on this lot.
Lots of needles back here.
Canisters sometimes filled with drugs.
Sleeping bag over here.
And beer cans.
Got to be torn down. It's complete garbage.
This lot sits next to the Gail Miller Resource Center for those experiencing homelessness and is 30 feet.
It's been eventful.
From Danielson's small business.
They're an eyesore, but that's not the real problem. The real problem is this literally has an open sign on it for criminals to come and conduct criminal activity.
He says the owner has tried to get a permit to tear it down, but has been unsuccessful.
I think that sometimes policies can have really unintended consequences that work against the best interests of a city, and I think that's what happens here.
Amy J. Hawkins serves on the Ballpark Community Council in this neighborhood. She's advocating to change the demolition process. Let's go back to 2012. That's when the ordinances around abandoned buildings and demolitions changed after development plans fell through at the famous Sugar Hole lot. The city requires redevelopment plans for lots to be approved now before you can get a demolition permit.
And I don't want a big empty hole in anybody's neighborhood, but a big empty hole is actually preferable to this.
78 of the 125 vacant buildings in Salt Lake City are boarded, which means that the city can deem them dangerous if they sit boarded for more than 2 years. A new proposal to city ordinances would allow for those 78 buildings to be torn down without any redevelopment plans approved by the city. There's also a proposal that would allow for the city to fine any property owners every day that they let a boarded up building that is deemed unsafe sit without any plans for improvements or plans to sell it.
I think it's a problem citywide. This is obviously a personal thing down here for us because it's our street and we want it clean, we want it nice, we want it safe.
125 buildings left in the dust. They could have a clearer path to a new future. One that is left in the city council's hands.
There are just too many people in this city without houses and too many houses without people. We need to rectify that.
In Salt Lake City, Morgan Wolfe, KSL 5 News.